Hi there, and welcome to High School Sports Zone. We've taken the show off the road. It was getting a little cold for me, and we brought it here into the studio for another edition of the program, and we've got a great show for you this week. We've got 3 separate championships in boys football to bring you. We've got semifinal action in senior girls basketball, and in senior boys volleyball, we've got an excellent quarterfinal matchup between Glebe and Nepean. These two schools are big rivals, and it's always great to see them play. But as I mentioned, we've got lots of boys football to get to, and in the OFSA division this year, there were only 4 teams that made it, which means all 4 teams made the playoffs. In the AAA Quad A division, we have St. Peter meeting up with St. Francis Xavier. Now, St. Pete's was the top team during the regular season, but St. FX was the club that gave them the most trouble. They handed in their only loss of the regular season, and of all their victories, the smallest margin of victory came against an early season game against St. FX. If St. Pete's wants to bring home the championship, they need to learn from those 2 games and make some changes.
The give to Josh Earl into the secondary. Earl still on his feet at the 10. Outside, he'll score! 10 yards to go, and St. Peter going for it. There's the kick, and roughing the kicker call as the ball trickles into the end zone. They run it out, but St. Peter is going to get the football back. It's loose. Who's got it? St. Peter indicating that they have it, and the officials are indicating they have it too. First down, goal to go from the 1. Earl gets the call. He's into the end zone for the touchdown. And the St. Peter Knights. Here's Balzanello. Play action. Wrapped up in the end zone. Loses the football. And it's a touchdown for St. Peter's. Again, Roy LaPonce sets up. Lots of air under this one. It's complete to McLaughlin for the touchdown. 5 gold sweaters around him, and McLaughlin comes up with the football. Balzanello setting up, looking deep in the end zone, in trouble. John Balzanello gets a block, sets up, throws, puts it up in the air, lots of air, and it's picked off by Nayar. His second interception of the ball game. Shubham Nayar still on his feet, cuts upfield, finally taken down. Earl gets the call into the end zone for his 3rd touchdown. Low snap, Balzanello takes it himself to the 5, cuts outside, and finally down at the 1. John Balzanello in under center, takes it himself, and he's in for the score.
And the St. Francis fans here go up. Finally have something to clap about.
And the St. Peter Knights have won their 10th city championship in the last 12 seasons with a 35-7 victory over the St. FX Coyotes.
In the single A double A championship game, we have the 2 other OFSA division teams, St. Joe's and St. Mark's, battling it out for the championship there. Now, these 2 teams were definitely weaker, and you can tell by how these teams ended their season. St. Joe's came into this game on a 4-game losing streak, and St. Mark's got absolutely trounced in their final regular season game, 49-6 against St. Peter's, so both of these teams would have to find a way to rebound if they wanted to get a championship.
In the boys single A double A football championships, St. Joseph hoped to snap a 4-game losing streak as they took on St. Mark at Carleton University. Minutes into the game, St. Joseph's number 5, Jala Lansan, got the pass off and ran the ball in for the touchdown. 6-0 Jaguars. Number 30, Matt Goshen, sent the ball through the uprights for the extra point. Jaguars up 7-0. Matt Goshen, number 30 from St. Joseph, kicks the field goal, giving the Jaguars a 10-0 lead. Matt Glenhill, number 11 from St. Mark, passed number 22, Marcus Skeeter. He made it 20 yards shy of the end zone. 10-0 Jaguars. St. Mark, number 2, Nick Russo, ran down to the middle to put the Lions on the board. 10-6 St. Joe's. Number 37, Austin Clark's kick went through the uprights, earning St. Mark a point. 10-7 Jaguars. Just yards away from the end zone, St. Joe's pushed the ball for the touchdown. Now lead 17-7. Number 15, David Vile from St. Joe's, ran the ball for the touchdown. Jaguars up 24-7. Number 22, Marcus Skeeter, caught the 40-yard pass for St. Mark's. 24-7 Jaguars. St. Mark made the touchdown, and number 37, Austin Clark, then sent the ball through the uprights, bringing the Lions closer. 24-14, St. Joe's. St. Mark's number 55, Mike Modesti, received the ball in the end zone, scoring the touchdown. 24-20, St. Joe's. St. Joseph held on to win the game 24-21, winning the boys' single A double A football championship. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Ashley McDonald.
Our final boys football championship for you this week is the Tier 2 matchup between Glebe and Philemon Wright. Now, last week's edition of High School Sports Zone was actually filmed at Glebe during the Immaculata Glebe semifinal matchup, and the one thing I noticed about Glebe is that they were quite a small team physically. If Philemon Wright could get some of their bigger players on the outside and use their explosive offense, this could end up being a blowout.
The boys' Tier 2 football championship saw Glebe take on the league's top team, Philemon Wright. Ivan Pelly, number 30 from Philemon Wright, made the touchdown for the Falcons. They now lead 14-0. Number 2, Brett Masonville, got the pass to Philemon Wright team member number 21, Cal Gray, for the touchdown. Falcons lead 21-0. Philemon Wright went on to win 36-0 over Glebe, taking the boys' Tier 2 football championship for the second year in a row. For High School Sports Zone, I'm Ashley McDonald.
After the break, we'll find out who the champs are in the Tier 1 Senior Girls Basketball Division, but before that, we'll see semifinal action in the AAA Quad.